$200 tournament matches. To partake in these events, join the OBG Discord, linked in the description down below. Thank you to Graikos and his Tortoises for all factions that are used in all these competitive matches. Welcome to the semi-finals of this Round 2 $200 tournament. Today we have two players going against each other, 1 against 1 in this siege. We have Berry. Yes, Berry, I had to double check. Versus Christian. Berry is on the offensive right now, playing as Marsilia. Christian is on the defensive, playing as Boopathi. Who's going to win? The winner of this best of 3, I think it's the best of 3. It's either a best of 3 or maybe it's a best of 2, and then if it's a draw between both matches, they calculate it differently. I don't really know how it's done, but I like how the rocks here like double hit the wall like that. If you saw that. And yeah, so the winner of this semi-finals goes through to the final to play. Spoiler alert, it is... I've forgotten. Oh, okay, yeah, I figured it out. Spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1, to play Ba. You can now listen again. So, who's going to meet that player in the final? Ram's already smashing down the walls here. We're spectating right now as the defender. Balance of power not in his favour, so it's not looking good for Christian off the bat. Boopathi already in the settlement, neutralising this tower. They will capture it and flip it to their own side. And then it's up to them. Do they go left for these units here, these towers and the plaza? Or right? Sorry, I've got a snotty nose all of a sudden. For the gatehouse, it'll clear up. Give me like 30 seconds of recording and it will disappear. We're using the giant ballista to knock down the towers, that's what I like to see. Can they take out the second one? Last time we saw this battle happen, the player was just able to have enough ammunition to manage it. And I'm thinking the same will happen here. Gotta be careful, you don't want to hit your own siege towers. That would be hilarious. Now I'm assuming he's out of ammo. Surely he's got more ammo. Come on, you gotta take for siege towers. Bringing more units into the field here. Either way, this tower will fire at the siege towers anyway, so it's not gonna be too much of an issue if this tower stands. But you do, as the attacker at some point, want to neutralise this tower here, just to stop it from firing, even though you are likely safe. He's picking up another ram, I believe. Or maybe not. The siege tower's moving all the way around this way. This is so weird. Right, so he's still shooting at that. Now he's got the siege towers out of the way. What is he doing with these rams and siege towers? Is he wanting another breach here? Now this move we've not seen before. I've casted this battle about 5 times now. This battle map. Right, good, it got the other tower down. That's helpful. But I've not actually seen a player attempt a serious push here. One of them tried something little, but they didn't really do much with it. These Marsilians all in the city ready to go. Christian on the defence. Who's going to win it? Berry or Christian? I really don't know. We've seen both of them play, and both of them have played very well. But I don't think we've seen them play against each other before. Yep, using the siege towers there to block the arrow shots. These archers now have to move, so the siege towers move with them. Oh, I love that, that's so cool. He's going to make a breach here, but is he going to do anything with it? Last time we saw a breach here, the player just gave up on it and went for this side instead. Hopefully we might see an actual push on this side this time. See why the players want to open this part of the gate. And again, they just give up on it. I'm so confused. Please comment down below why they do this. They make a breach here, they go through all the effort, and then they just give up. It's the second time I've seen a player do that, really. Maybe, yeah, he's keeping his units here. The goal possibly is just make him think that a push could come through here, so that he's got to keep some units in reserve to deal with it. Okay, so, oops, sorry about that. Boopathi charging forwards. Going on the offensive here. Interesting move by Christian, I don't know why. My only thought is he might want them away from this circle here to keep the gatehouse safe. Ooh, loads of missiles coming in there. But given the towers are already destroyed, there's not really that much point in that. Yeah, this unit's already breaking the leather freeman, but it's a cheap unit. It's a cannon fodder unit. That unit is fine to break. Nothing happening on this flank. All the arrow fire coming in. They'll get a lot of kills. And ooh, those guys getting shot in the back or in the front. They don't have any shields or armour, so archers are devastating to that unit. Yeah, I don't know why you would bring them, to be honest, at least this early into the battle. Keep them for later when your enemies have run out of ammunition or have to be more conservative about their ammunition. Yeah, because they are more of a shock unit anyway. You want them saved at the end, because these guys are going to get killed. Like, those ones survived it somehow. But the rest of the unit got completely annihilated, and only 59 kills on the Fanksman. More arrow fire coming in from both sides. Anything happening on this flank yet? No. But I've talked about it before, interesting stuff can happen on this flank. Not even for going this way. Now that I think about it, you could just not go this way, and just go this way instead, round here, and hit them on the flank on this side. That could be a smart move. Yes, he's got to keep 1 or 2 units back here. But I don't really think it was worth all the effort going all the way around there. Whoa, the shadow's freaking out. Yeah, slowly trying to neutralise the gatehouse. I don't think that's the plan at all, although opening this gate would be helpful. The general's charging in at this point. Okay, I guess it's working for him. He's lost a lot of men though, about 20 of them doing that, but he would have got a few, 28 kills on the charge. It broke the unit. But it's risky, he's losing so many cav units to arrow fire. His general's going to die. I think Massilia is about to lose their general here. That unit's breaking. You've got to be very careful. Where's the defender's general? Right there, that's a place for a general. The general's having to pull out with only less than half of his bodyguards left, but he did survive it. Both sides still have their general, which is very important to take note of. I don't know if that was worth it though. Like, risking the general like that, even if he lived, I don't know. I don't think I would do the same. That's a load of archers outside, but they're just getting dominated by those arrows. More get tied troops come in here to engage this unit, whilst this one can have a break. They are active right now, and then you can send them in again. I like the unit rotations in this game. Very historical. Something I would say that I did not appreciate about Rome 2 when I first started playing it. Because there was no reason for me to even try it really. And yet more Fanksmen here, but they're getting absolutely butchered. You can tell by the amount of blood on them how deadly arrows are. Oh, that's bad for Christian. That's not what you want. Ballista fire getting in there. That's on 21 kills. Where's the Scorpion? Did he bring a Scorpion? No, he's a barbarian faction. I don't think he can bring a Scorpion or anything like that. That unit completely broke now. It's just a melee slug in the centre. Both sides still have their generals. Yep. And ooh, they're pulling out now, getting shot at by the arrows. That was a waste, I think, especially if they break. Yeah, you gotta be more careful. Either way, this has left Massilia completely open on this flank now. And this arrow fire coming on to these swordsmen who aren't doing really anything is just so deadly. Yeah, I think he needs to send this unit in there, I think. Get a bit closer, because then if you do get hit by arrow fire, at least you probably get you get the enemy doing friendly fire as well, so it is usually worth it. Still nothing happening on this flank, but he's bringing more units in there, into here, as if preparing for something. Where's his general? All the way back here, nice and safe, but he could do with being a bit closer. Then again, maybe not. If the arrows can range here, yes, you can still put him here, like taking cover behind this. That's better than over there, for the morale difference. Again, another rotation of troops, covered by arrow fire. Those Massilian archers are getting butchered. Balance of power, still 50-50. Both sides still have a general. Both sides still have quite a lot of men fighting in the melee here. But there's only 3 minutes of the battle left. And I'm really trying to get my head around that. So we know within the next 2 minutes at least, something massive is going to happen. Something's going to change everything here. These Skeptar units fighting here. They took a lot of hits in the back by those archers. This Falksman unit just getting completely melted. They get sending more troops, more of their infantry, the noble swordsmen. But no side is like looking really dominant yet. This could go on for another 10 minutes by the looks of things. But no, it's 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Right, he's making a push around this side. This could lead to something. Some of his troops are starting to break. Balance of power still 50-50, but going slightly in favour of the attacker, I believe. So not 50-50, but you know what I mean. It's close enough. It's difficult to tell exactly where the marker is. Bringing more troops round this way. Yep, they're having to pull back now. They're bringing their general forwards. It's got to be something big happens with a general. Like, at some point, surely, but 2 minutes left. This is not a 2 minute left looking battle. Unless someone just quits or dies IRL. Right, they are breaking through Massilia's ranks though. Pushing on to the next units now. They don't have that... Oh, they do have infantry reserves though. These units here who haven't even touched combat yet. The general's charging in over there. The general's charging in over here. This general's on his own. Okay, it's got to come down to a dead general on either side. Both have their general alive. And this general here is charging in. Yeah, if a general dies, that could trigger a mass rout, which could force the entire battle to completely fall apart. But the other general's coming in now. These swordsmen holding out. It looks like Christian here has won the battle at the gatehouse. He seems to have secured his position, and Massilia going all in onto this side now. 45 seconds left. Does someone quit? What's going to happen here? It's such a weird battle. This tower's firing as well, getting them in the back. Both generals still alive. Right, the Falksmen are now charging in. This is a really deadly unit. Glad we get to see them in real action, not being destroyed by arrows. A very good shock unit. Both still have their general alive. 20 seconds left of the battle. Okay, there's no way you're telling me there's 15 seconds left of the battle. No one's done a lose in 15 seconds. What happens here? Casualties sustained there. I'm going to pause it on the final, like, 2 seconds or something. I think I've got to. That unit there is breaking. Their general's there. Arrow fire coming in. Onto the general. I pause it. There's 0 seconds left. This is where the battle ends. Both sides still have a general. One side click pause, the battle's over. What happens here? Please, comment down below. Because I've got no idea. Vegetai won. Christian won. I'm assuming the attacker just had to leave or something. That's so unfortunate. 334 kills. Because that battle was still fairly even, I think. I think it was in favour of Vegetai. That would explain his big push on the right flank at the end. Or the left flank, whichever side you look at it from. Alright then, we'll commentate the other one. 1-0 to Christian, I guess. In this one, Berry is defending as Pontus, versus Christian attacking as Epirus. Quite a big one here. If Christian wins this, he goes through to the final. And it is once again the same city, to keep things fair. So here, we have Epirus under Christian, now attacking. Pontus under Berry, now defending. Balance of power is even. Both armies moving forwards. And it's a very similar opening to that which we have already seen. Rams break down the gates, he captures this tower here. This siege tower is actually shooting at his troops here. That's not good, rather than the siege towers. This tower's shooting, I mean. I keep getting those two mixed up, sorry about that. Christian's just pushing in here with his infantry, and I think, yeah, this is how he has to play it. He needs to get some infantry into this circle, capture this gatehouse, or at least neutralise it for the time being. That should be his #1 goal. Otherwise, he's going to start losing a load of men to that. Arrow fire coming in over the wall. Landing on their heads there, getting a lot of kills. That's a lot of javelins. Ooh, that's a lot of javelins. Ooh. Poor squad there. Getting absolutely butchered. More units charging in. Ugh. Not good for them. These guys here throwing in their javelins into the side. They'll probably get a lot of good kills here because those are distracted. Come on, get a good throw in. But they've lost so many men on that Italian mercenary unit. and they run out just before they fired. They still lost a lot of men getting hit in the back, but they could have done a lot more, I think. Meanwhile, over here, nothing happening on this flank yet. I'm curious what would happen if a player just went all in on this side instead. But sadly, we've not seen that. Infantry just charging in now. They did neutralise that tower. You need to hold that position though, Christian. Lots of some walls, swordsmen, with some javelins which they can throw in. But they're probably not going to get many kills yet. It's not the best angle, but it could come in handy later. What was that? Oh, I think we've got a scorpion back here. Because they just got completely... yeah, they got completely smacked. Must have been by the scorpion. Oh, Christian losing some forces here. It's cheap units though. Illyrian levies, Italian mercenaries, Samnite warriors. Cheap units, I believe. Although I think the Samnites have a bit more on them. But yeah, they're not getting hit by the missiles. Looks like a really beautiful city. If you're just like coming in here to attack and you see this, like back in those days you'd be like, oh wow, this place is beautiful. You'll start thinking about gardening and all of that. Like, ooh, if I have this house there, I can have a nice little garden there. There's too much Hobbit in me. What's Epirus shooting at there with those archers? Firing over the wall, hitting their archers. Where are the generals? Pontus's general. This is such a good position for a general on the defensive here. Right here. Perfect. Perfectly within range to help these troops. And Epirus's, or Christian's general, is here. A cavalry general, outside the city. I still think here is a better spot for him. Yeah, archers are not going to hit a unit that's here. But he's closer to his troops, so it's easy for him to help them out with their morale. Arrow fire coming in over the wall, hitting these units. And really there's not that much to cast in this battle, it's mostly just the melee battle. Christian losing a unit there. They wasted a load of javelins, taking out a unit that's already broken. Such a waste of ammunition. And just so much ammo flying on both sides now. Yeah, okay, Christian had to bring another unit in here very quickly to neutralise this before those towers reactivated. If these towers were active for this entire battle, he would have lost so many men to that. Balance of power is still 50-50. Nothing happening on this flank. Lucky soldiers over here. Yeah, I'd love to be one of these guys. Like, you're part of the battle, you're doing your part, you're getting your pay, but deep down you know you're on the safer side. Ooh, what's that mountain there? Mercenary Samnite warriors. Christian needs this unit to come back. They have the potential to come back here, as long as they don't get hit by more arrow fire, that is. Yeah, they should return to the field eventually, but they will be very tired. Arrow fire firing over their heads, hitting this unit. Being very careful of friendly fire. This unit's still holding down the gate. More arrow fire coming in, and he's having to bring in his general now. Pontus, under Berry, is running out of infantry, it seems. At least on this side. So he's having to bring the general in and risk his life to try and hold this gatehouse. If they're not in the battle now, I'd move them a little left as well to avoid any arrow fire. And then eventually charge them in here and charge the general in here and push them off of the gatehouse. But that's just me. Did that unit return? Yeah. Yep, they've come back. But they are tired, so they just need the rest and then throw them back in the battle. I've got the finals to record after this as well. Which player is going to go into it? Big cav unit here. They could they possibly try something with the cav? I don't think so. We'll just have a little look here at the melee. Javelins being thrown on either side. Got to be careful with that general. He's lost about 20 men, 20 bodyguards, but the general himself is still alive. Pontus pushing them back a bit. Epirus still holding the gatehouse area. That little corner there. I mean, when it comes to this gatehouse, it is ridiculous that the circle goes all the way to here. I really don't like how the gatehouse works. It should be more like round where the cursor is here. Or even smaller, if anything. I don't know, I think neutralising towers is just too easy. It's like, why are these guys enough here? Why are those guys in the corner enough to stop these towers from firing? It makes no logical sense. Either way, the unit has now broken, so they are retaking the tower. Can Berry do this? Can Berry reactivate the tower here? And if he does, that's going to get a load of extra kills, shooting at the archers and shooting down here at these troops. It won't be much of a problem yet because only one tower can shoot at these troops down here. They have cover from the other. But yeah, that tower is now activated, and this does change the battle quite a bit. Is it going to actually fire there? Does that tower have range? I don't think it does. That tower there is not firing. This tower is, at some routing troops. What is it firing at? It's trying to shoot down here, but just can't hit. It's like aiming for like that guy or something. Yeah, it's literally that guy it's aiming at. But I don't think it's going to be able to get him. It's a few more that I can target. If I was Pontus here, I'd pull back just a little bit to like this V formation here. So then the towers have a better shot at their troops without, you know, aiming at these guys or without getting friendly fire. Still nothing happening on the flank, but that Pontic unit did break and Epirus keeps on pushing. Balance of power still 50-50, and that unit there just barges straight on through and starts capturing that tower. Berry, that was a mistake. Pontus, you cannot be doing that. You can't let him through like that. But the general charges in, gets this unit on the flank. If this general can break this unit, which I think he can, they're going to be in a good position. But if Epirus can kill the general, then Epirus is in a good position. That was a very important charge there, and the cavalry comes in as well, getting a horrid charge, to be honest. Yeah, got caught on their own general unit. Yeah, pull them out, go back in. You knocked most of your own general's bodyguard over. You probably actually did knock the general over. And it's spearmen, so you can't really charge them, you wouldn't think. Here's round 2 though, so throw all logic out of the window. Both sides still have a general. Nothing happening on the flank. The tower is once again neutralised, and he's having to bring in a lot more spearmen over here, just to make sure that he can keep it on the white flag. Big cavalry charge, but he lost some of his cav. How many did he hit with the cavalry there? He's killed 28, but he's lost the entire unit of 80 pretty much. Yeah, so these cavalry charges have not been worth it, but it did break the spearmen, which allowed them to start capturing the tower again. So yeah, there we go. So it might have been worth it if the player really values that tower. He's pulling his troops back from here, leaving this flank open. I would say now is the chance to bring these 2 swordsmen round. Take some towers, take the plaza and put additional pressure on. Or maybe Christian feels confident he can win the battle over here anyway. The tower is once again activated, so that's once again going to start shooting at Epirus. Both sides still have their general though. That unit's breaking, and he's starting to run out of melee units, is Christian. He's got to be careful. The general's running round as well. What's he going to do with that? Maybe it's risky, but charging the city. These are missile troops here, but engaging them in melee with the cavalry should be good. But he's taking a lot of missile fire. That's going to be brutal. That is brutal. The javelin shooting at the top, it does neutralise the tower as well. But he's losing so many men, he's lost half his bodyguards. General's still alive for both sides. Yeah, get him out of there. You know what, you had a good charging bet, but get him out. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Keep the general alive. Balance of power is in Christian's favour as well, somehow. So yeah, maybe it's really not worth throwing in the general like that. There's no point risking it if the game thinks you can win it on the melee push. But it doesn't look like he can. It looks like he only has 3 melee units left, plus the cavalry. Whereas it looks like Pontus has 3, 4, 5, 6 of them left. Plus a lot more archers in the better position with the tower. This is where you probably should go with the general. Take the plaza or hit them in the flank. Something like that. Right now, the balance of power says this is Christian's battle. Who am I spectating as? I've done it again. I'm spectating as Pontus here. I am spectating as Berry. Okay, so balance of power is in Berry's favour. It doesn't matter too much. Just the stuff I've said on the balance of power when it's not being even is wrong. Balance of power is in Berry's favour, which does make more sense, to be honest. So can Berry win this? The cavalry is taking the plaza. That's good. The archers are coming round as well. He has to bring troops back to deal with this now. Epirus, you need that spearman to hold. He's charging in the swordsman, just to hold the position. If those spearmen can hold, he should be alright. He's neutralised this plaza. That's good, that's good. Yep, charge around. Maybe charge the archers. You can take that risk now. Still both of their generals, this archer unit running round. And is that really going to cause enough damage to their morale? I don't know how deadly the loss of a plaza is on round 2. Like, exactly. And, the general's gone. Has he died? He's definitely broken, yet general's dead. And balance of power goes even further into Epirus's favour. He's done a take for plaza here, possibly, but it's done a bit pointless. With the general dead, there's just nothing you can do, and Pontus has his general alive. At this stage in the battle, there's nothing you can do. Maybe kill their general, but I think it is still too late. Their general is charging in. There's still a bit of this battle left, so you never know. Yeah, Pontus, be careful. Play it safe with your general there. Epirus engaging this unit now. Those archers getting their final shot in most likely, and Epirus got flanked. Fighting to the death here. Meanwhile, on this side, the plaza is neutralised. They're trying to kill this archer unit, but I don't think they're going to do it, especially given the tower is still working for Pontus. So that unit's going to break. Over here, this swordsman's going to break eventually. So are those archers. Yep, there we go. And with that, Berry got the win. Well done, Berry. Well played. However, I can confirm that it was Christian that went through to the final. But yeah, although Christian lost this one, he did win overall, and he goes through to the final, which I will certainly be covering next. Hope you enjoyed, and remember to join the OBGE Discord, linked down below, so that you can take part in these battles as well, and possibly win a part of that $200 prize pool.